Hello, everybody. Dallisa here.
Hi, I'm Rose Catmull.
Yay! You are tuning in to the Right Facebook Live video. We are so excited to come to you today to talk about limiting beliefs and self-sabotage
And freeing your soul.
Yeah.
We've reached a point in our lives where, don't you feel sometimes tired of trying all the time or ongoing struggle? We know that we're awakening, things are shifting, and we are just ready to really take a big leap and just step forward and free our soul. And that's what we're here to talk about with you today.
Yeah, right before we jumped on, we were talking a little bit about like science and spirituality and the bridge between both worlds. And I mean, I've seen it more this year than I have in any other year with people that are coming into this awakening and asking bigger questions. And we see it all day long at Spirit and Spark with clients that are coming in and saying, I want to live a better life. I just don't know how to get out of my own way. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I find fascinating is that we are now getting new names such as quantum physics or epigenetics by Dr. Bruce Lipton. We have Joe Dispenza. Many of you might have heard of him, which is You Are the Placebo, in which we are learning more and more what we consider to be mystical. And that is that our thoughts are arousing emotions that are actually either expanding us or limiting us. They're either allowing us to embrace more health or to embrace dis-ease, to live under a place of stress or to live under a place of harmony with everything that is around us. And so really it makes it more of a reality that, what I think, everything that I think is either holding my soul back or giving it the freedom that it needs. And it's not woohoo or mystical, but it's actual science.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard on so many occasions your thoughts become things.
Yes.
And I mean, it's, you've also maybe heard, if you knew how powerful your thoughts were, you would never think a negative thought or a bad thought ever again in your whole life. So your thoughts definitely, I believe that it sets you on a pathway forward and it ends up attracting things into your life to help you, even though they might be presented as challenges.
So today we really hope that we can kind of awaken this reality in you and bring you some of the tools that can help you live a soul-free based life in which you are empowered as a creator of your reality rather than a victim of your reality, where what is happening in your life, it is everything that you want in your heart rather than what others or circumstances are doing to you. So we hope that by helping you connect to some of those beliefs that you might have and to bring you a small, simple, fast, and easy method to connect within you with those beliefs can give you some of those tools to empower you to free your soul even more.
Absolutely. So we are going to talk a little bit about beliefs and your programming and what's setting you back so that we can let that go and so you can move forward with more grace and ease in your life. Feel free to tell us where you're watching from today. We love to know where our viewers are. And it's so much fun because we have a lot of people. We go to different events. We do a lot of charity events here in Las Vegas where we're based. And so many people have come up to us and said, we see you on Facebook. We watch your Facebook videos. So I'm glad that you're able to tune in and participate with us today. And so I want you to start to think about what some of those limiting beliefs are. What are the thoughts that go through your head that you feel are holding you back? Go inward and just think for a moment about what it is that little voice inside of you is saying. There's a book that just popped in called The Untethered Soul. Have you ever read that book?
No, not yet.
It's really amazing. So it's by Michael Singer. I think Deepak Chopra wrote the foreword for it, but it's called The Untethered Soul. And it talks about how you are not that voice inside of your head, but you are actually the observer of the thoughts inside of your head. And so just go a little bit inward as we go through this.
And let's bring a little clarity. When we talk about a belief that you might be holding, is anything that you are holding true, that you are holding true for yourself. Other people might not think that is true for them, but for you, that's what is true. And that is what is becoming, per se, the driver of the car, the driver of your vehicle, what is dictating your day. Okay, and also it doesn't have to be that it's right or wrong or that the belief is good or bad. It just simply is what you are holding in your reality as your truth, or in your heart as your truth.
How do you find that these beliefs are formed?
And that's a very good question, Dallisa. Well, we can all go back to being a baby. Okay, so a baby is born free, right? Free of judgment, free of emotion. So we begin to see that emotions such as sadness or anger, guilt, resentment, those are acquired emotions that we develop as we experience life. As we determine that something was either good or bad, we develop happiness or sadness. Or something was right or wrong, we develop freedom or guilt. And so if you think about it, as you are growing up, your mind is like a sponge. And we have seen that we even have to be careful what we say around a child because they repeat everything. The mind is in actually what is called a theta wave, which means it's recording everything that it is in its environment. So as children, everything that we have heard, our mothers, our fathers, caregivers, church, school, everything that we have heard, we are intaking, just soaking it all in and developing our own program, our own reality. And we are the ones who was deciding if it was good or bad or right or wrong. Yeah. So let's look at some of the things that some of you might have been facing growing up that might still be driving your mind, driving your heart, taking control of your life so that you can begin to free your soul.
Yeah, when you said guilt, the little flags went off and lit up. And so I'm wondering, the folks that are out there watching, if you really tuned into yourself and asked yourself, what do you feel guilty about?
Yeah.
I'd be very curious to see. And if some of you want to comment and share with us some of those things that are coming up for you as Rose is talking about these self-limiting beliefs and programming that you've had a lot of the time when they were young. And so did you say earlier when we were talking that the age of 0 to 7 is a critical age for the beliefs to come in?
Well, actually, yes. Science has discovered that from the ages of 0 to 2, the brain is really not recording yet, but is more on a fight or flight. And what that means is it's on survival, physical survival. So when the child experiences a need such as hunger, thirst, dirty, tiredness, anything that is uncomfortable, the child cries, right? Or lets you know, hey, pay attention, I have a need that needs to be met. But after the age of 2, the cognitive ability begins to present itself, and that's when we actually begin to form up to 80% of our conscious mind. Can you imagine being that young and taking through the eyes of the child what is true, what the reality that we are living today?
That's remarkable, because so many of those people you mentioned, like parents or a teacher or anybody that's an influence, church around a child, really is impacting who they are going to become and the person that is developing.
Yes.
Wow.
Big limitations around what is good and evil.
Yeah.
So let's see some of those that I'm sure a lot of you listening probably will connect with.
Yeah, we're going to go through some common beliefs. So if these resonate with you, I want you to comment and say, oh yeah, I get that one. Wow, this first one. I have to work hard for my money. I have to work hard for my money.
How many times do we say that? And wanting freedom, wouldn't it be amazing if we could actually say, wow, I'm a powerful manifester and everything comes to me with ease. Like I attract money and opportunities and success effortlessly.
It's a very different vibration.
Yes.
Yeah, but it goes right along with, I cannot afford that.
How many times did we hear our parents say that? When you wanted something as a child and they said, no, we can't buy that. I can't afford that.
Yeah, it's a big one. People just don't give you things. People don't just give you things.
Yes.
That's a total block for manifestation. If you don't believe that you have gifts coming to you or that you're blessed and that you open it up to allow things to come to you, then you get to be right.
Yes, you always get to be right. And it also blocks the energy of receiving. Mm-hmm. It's as if I am asking of myself for the universe or opportunity to bring me something, but my arms are crossed. I'm not allowing it in because I have a belief that says, no, I have to work for it or I need to do something to deserve it. So it's a total block.
Yeah, people don't just give you things. Some other things that I don't have enough.
Don't you love money doesn't grow on trees?
Yeah, money doesn't grow on trees. How many times have you heard money doesn't grow on trees? Yeah.
Or our parents said that to us, right?
Yes.
Or, for example, you have to do all your chores or be good if you want to have that. So that begins to create another program that we are not deserving or worthy unless we have done certain actions or pleased someone else in order to receive. So we find ourselves as adults imprisoned in the fact of doing for others, putting ourselves last, nullifying our needs in order to receive maybe an acknowledgement, appreciation, or even love.
And love of money is evil.
That's another one.
Woo!
You're greedy.
You're greedy.
You want more money, you're greedy.
You're greedy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I work with so many clients. I'm sure you've seen it as well. That when a client doesn't believe that they're worthy, they either undercharge for their services if they own a business, or they don't ask for the promotion that they're entitled to. So a lot of the money stuff comes down to, I as I've seen, things around self-love, self-worth.
Yeah. I do too. Like, one of my favorite things when I work with a client is sort of to reprogram, repattern the energy consciousness, because abundance means having more than enough, having, to continue to bring, to receive, to continue to bring, to align, to attract. And all of these beliefs are creating a spiritual block. And abundance is not just money. It can be abundant time, abundant health, abundant love, abundant support, friendship. It extends to every single area of our lives. So a lot of these programs that we have from childhood are really chaining our soul down from expanding into the powerful creator that you are.
Absolutely. How about some of these emotional ones? No one appreciates me. Yeah. Physical faults. So that would be things like I'm fat, I'm too short, kind of victimizing yourself.
But it's funny you say that, because most of my clients who, let's say they're struggling with weight or self-image, inevitably, the majority of them were told as children that they ate too much, or they were chubby, or they were called a nickname. And then as adults, they continue to put themselves in relationships that will bring the same validation, because it is the bottom line program or belief, the reality. And so we will align ourselves with more of the same.
Yeah. Another one is people use me.
That's another one. Everybody takes advantage of
Everyone takes advantage of me. Yeah. If these are resonating with you and you align with these, let us know by commenting. We will be tapping in and doing limiting beliefs and programming readings here in a few minutes. I always struggle with, or I'm shy, or
I don't have the confidence to do that. I could never do that. I don't have the confidence. Or we have another one, limiting ourselves physically. I'm just not exercise. What do we say?
Like I'm not fit.
I'm not fit.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm
Yeah.
more of a couch potato.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I like to stay in, and so a lot of these may sound like excuses that people use, but they really come down to these common beliefs that people carry around that really do act as that chain
Yes.
that's holding them back and you back. And so this is really about going inward today as you watch this video and figuring out what are some of those stories, those beliefs that you told yourself that are really holding you and sabotaging you from going to the next level. And so we just want you to be aware and conscious of those.
And as you think of those beliefs too, because this is what we specialize in here at Spirit and Spark when we do one-on-one sessions, as you really connect with that voice in your head, some of you might have, the inner chatter that never stops talking, that is telling you, don't do that, you can't, you have to work harder, you have to do more. Think about the feeling associated with it, because with every belief or perception reality that you have, there is a feeling associated with it. So as you free your soul and you feel more empowered and you become more positive in your beliefs or reality, then you embrace those feelings of joy, happiness, harmony, peace, and therefore more health.
Yeah.
And as you continue to have your soul bound and you are feeling limited, you might be experiencing anger, frustration, resentment, again, guilt, and all those emotions are creating stress for your mind and stress for your physical body. So sometimes we find we can't sleep, we can't stop thinking, we can't disconnect, we don't know how to relax. And all of this is causing us physical illnesses too.
Yeah.
So when you free your soul, when you begin to let these things go, you're really embracing even more health.
Yeah, we actually had a really good comment that came in. What about the fear of success?
That's a very powerful one that will hold you back.
Absolutely. Where do you feel like the fear of success comes in? They're saying self-worth. I say they, my spirit team that communicates with me, but I do see clients that will come in and I can see so clearly for them, and I'm sure you do as well, where on the other side of that fear, there's so much potential and there's so much they can do, but they hold themselves back for so many different reasons.
Yes, so if you're experiencing a little bit of fear of success, I would also say, how do you trust yourself? Are you holding enough confidence to know that you can? I can. Because deep in there might be that little chatter that says, no, you can't. Are you sure? No, you can't. And that will create that soul block.
Absolutely. And I love that you commented and asked that question. If more of you are watching and wondering if there's a belief that's tied to something specifically or something that's been rattling around in your mind, go ahead and comment if you feel comfortable, and we'll look into that as well. Yeah. And so you talked a little bit about changing the thought, the belief that you have. And so do you want to walk them through how to change the programming?
Yes, so we have some very simple steps that we have prepared to kind of raise your awareness and to help you on your own try to free your soul a little bit. Now, when we do this on a one-on-one session, we will actually take you into a deep state of relaxation, into a theta state here at the office. And at that point, we can actually go to the root cause or to the particular event or parent or whoever put the program there, and we would use a similar process to clear that energetic trigger or that frequency from your subconscious mind so that you can no longer hold that reality and bring in a new one that would be more empowering. So we're going to walk you through some steps that we will all do together, very simple, to help you sort of relax and kind of get a little bit more into that space of your subconscious mind.
Perfect. And so we're going to go ahead and do this, and remember to stay on the video after we get done with this, because we'll be tapping into some of your limiting beliefs and helping you get to the root of those. And just as a reminder, we are at Spirit and Spark here in Las Vegas, and both Rose and I do these sessions privately, so we'd love to be able to discuss this with you in a private session if it feels right to you. And so I just want you to get comfortable at this point and just begin to close your eyes, right?
Yes.
And just begin to focus on your breath. And Rose will be walking us through how to change this programming.
So as you focus on your breath, take a deep breath in and allow yourself to begin to be completely present, fully aware of yourself. Bringing all this energy into you. And I want you to imagine if way above you, out of earth, way above you, a big space, an energetic space with creator source energy or divine source, God, whatever you connect with. But I want you to hold the intention that you are now connecting with this beautiful space of complete light and brightness and complete universal creative power. And you are bringing this in like a beam of light that is coming directly from the highest realms of creativity into you, into your mind. And as you begin to connect with this energy, take a deep breath in and open up your mind by accepting this energy, allowing it to imagine that it's going deep into your subconscious mind. As you exhale, allow yourself to relax and bring into your awareness one and only one of the limiting beliefs that you may have. And as you do, and you think of that limiting belief, there might be a feeling associated with it. Allow that feeling also to present itself. Or maybe you might even see prior events where you begin to think in that way. So now, holding the intention that you are changing it, imagine this light coming into the depth of the mind as you relax even more. And we hold the intention by saying, I now ask this creator source light to delete the belief, and you may say your belief in your mind. And with it, imagine this light running through your entire body, pushing out the feeling, the emotion, and also surrounding with light in front of you the person or events or all the times in which you have held this to be true for you. And imagine now all of these being released into the light or transmuted. And as you take another breath in, now connect with a new program that will serve you better. The positive aspect of that limitation, what would that be? What would bring you that empowerment? And it should begin with I am, or I have, or I deserve, or I allow. So as you choose one of those words, fill it in with your new belief. And now imagine bringing in more of that beautiful white creator source light deep into your mind and say, I am, or have, or allow, and then say the statement. And we ask for this change to take place in all dimensions, spaces, realities, and time, known and unknown. And so it is. It is done. It is done. It is done. And as you take another breath in, bringing your awareness back, let us know how that feels for you.
I think it feels pretty great.
Dallisa, how did it feel for you?
I did it right along with you, and it was beautiful. I could clearly see the light coming down and through me. I could feel it being dissolved, stepping into the power of the light even more. So thank you. That was beautiful.
And
Yeah.
is it okay to ask what belief were you working on?
Yeah, sure. I did. I am worthy of success and abundance.
Very good.
And so that was the, like, dissolving anything standing in my way of old, and it was childhood stuff that was coming up, just emotions that needed to be brought up to the surface and then processed through so that I could move into wealth.
Yeah, just perceptions that the child developed.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. What are they sharing?
Oh, they said, thank you, that was wonderful. It was, and the beauty of doing this on video is you can watch it back whenever you need to do another one.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you are watching and you have anything that you would like us to look at, please go ahead and start those comments. We'd be happy to look at anything that you feel is a self-limiting belief, anything you feel that might be in your way. We'd be happy, so just comment on the video now. And
while you're looking at that, we'll give you the process. So change your programming. Number one, make a choice for change. What would you like to change? Number two, connect to source energy or divine guidance. Number three, see the light. What is it? See the light. I'm sorry. Deleting that program. Command it. Release the emotion and anyone associated with it. And number four, add a new program that serves you. Okay?
yeah, perfect. And we've got some comments. Wonderful experience. Changed the fear to excited for success.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I know that we're asking you to be vulnerable and share things that probably have been living inside of your head for a really long time, and so we understand if sharing on this video doesn't feel right for you today. But I do hope that by us coming on here and sharing things about these limiting beliefs and giving you a simple process that you can do from anywhere, that this will help to elevate you and to help your light grow and expand. Yeah.
I also want to say that I know this seems simple, and sometimes our logical mind also has the belief that it has to be an elaborate process for it to be good or to really work. And we say it's too good to be true or too simple to be true. Well, I challenge you to test it. I challenge you to test it and to let us know, because as you learn more into epigenetics, it is being discovered that as you go into a meditative state, you begin to access that subconscious portion of your mind, and it is just as simple as choosing to delete something, releasing the old, freeing the soul, and bringing in the new, something that serves you better and more.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. It doesn't have to be hard to be worth it. It doesn't have to be a struggle to be meaningful. We don't want you to feel like you have to struggle to get somewhere, or that it has to be a fight for you to achieve something. It doesn't have to be hard. It just goes back to things we've been accustomed to or feel like we have to live through in order to make it worth it.
And have fun with this. Sit down, remember what it was like being a kid and all the things that mom and dad said. What they believed in Christmas, or about money, or about love, or relationships. And then look at yourself, look at your life, look at what you say to yourself, and see if you are repeating the same reality that your parents had. If you try this simple method and you happen to feel stuck, reach out to us. Here at Spirit and Spark, we're looking forward to helping you in deleting the old, freeing your soul and bringing the new. You are a powerful creator, and you deserve that abundance, and you deserve that ease.
Absolutely. We just got asked if we could put the instructions up somewhere. So, yeah, I would say either rewind the video a little bit, or you can send an email, Dallisa@spiritandspark.com, and we'll make sure I get those from Rose, and then I can share those with you as well, or we can post it in the comments of this video. That might be the easiest way to do it. But yeah, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate you for being here and sharing this information with us today. And I encourage you, keep doing the work, keep putting the work in. It's going to be all worth it. And thank you for everyone that tuned in today. Just a reminder, you can find us at spiritandspark.com, all spelled out, and you can request a session on there. I'm Dallisa, and this is Rose. We both do this work, and if you've never had a session with Rose before, she is incredible. She gets to the bottom and the root of what's going on, and so I would highly suggest either doing a phone session with her. I know you do like Skype, and Skype, or coming into our Las Vegas office. And so I'd highly recommend getting a session with her. And yeah, I primarily do psychic mediumship and energy work as well. So we actually have co-hosted events together, and we have a small group of people that come in, and we both look at it from our own lenses, and we're able to get to the root of what's really going on. So we'll have to do another one again.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. I'm really passionate about living an empowered life, and love to bring the tools to everyone that I connect to on how they can also have an empowered life with freedom of their soul, to embrace their life purpose, and to embrace abundance.
Beautifully stated. And with that, we'll go ahead and close out this edition of our Facebook Live. We will catch you at our next one. And please share this video if you found it was helpful. We'd love to reach more people and help those that are trying to live a better and more joyful life. Until next time,
Thank you.
We'll see you later.
Happy creating.
Bye.